Now let me ask you something, and I want you to really think about it. If you're working full-time, maybe even juggling 2 jobs, and still feel like you're barely treading water, is it really you, or is it the whole entire system that's broken? Hi, my name is Fadi Kudir. I am your Ottawa realtor, and this channel isn't just about real estate. It's about the real issues affecting Canadians right now. If you care about your future in this country, then make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, because what I'm about to share with you, you won't hear it anywhere else, and it won't be sugar-coated. So stay with me, because in the next few minutes I am going to break down what's really happening in this country, from the housing and food insecurities to jobs, debts, immigration, and why thousands of people are leaving Canada altogether. And at the end, I will give you a way to take back control. So let's get into it. Now let's start with the basics. Food. In March 2023, over 2 million Canadians have visited food banks just in 1 month alone. That's not even a stat that you want to break records with. Now, here we are, halfway through 2025, and where are the updates? Where is that transparency? Because if those numbers had improved, it'll be front, right, and center in every press release, but silence. That speaks volumes. People aren't just skipping takeouts. They are skipping actual meals. Kids are going to school without lunch. Seniors are stretching their frozen dinners. And yet the government's telling us that inflation is under control. Let me be clear, it's not fine. Now let's talk housing. And this one hits home literally. In 2025, the average Canadian family is spending over 63% of their income just to keep a roof over their head. In places like Toronto and Vancouver, it's even over 80%. Now let me share an example with you. I've helped out a couple back in 2021, both working full-time. They've locked in a fantastic rate at 1.79% for their $800K mortgage. That's $3,300 a month. Not bad, right? Well, the renewal just hit and it came in early at 4%. Their new payment now is over $4,200. That's a staggering $900 extra. Same house, same job, and the same life. Now they're slashing their childcare, cutting the groceries, and even dipping into savings. Not because they were reckless, but because the rules have actually changed right in the middle of the game. This is the middle class collapse starting right now. And what about work? The headlines keep saying and boasting low unemployment, but ask anyone under 30. It does not feel like that at all. In fact, in May 2025, youth unemployment had hit over 14%. 1 in 7 young adults can't even find a stable work. And the ones that do, many are earning way less than their parents did, with degrees and debt to match that. What's the reward for that hard work? Uber shifts, part-time contracts, and living at home until you're 35? This isn't laziness, folks. It's a broken promise. Real wage growth has been flat for over 20 years. And part-time pay? Well, still lower than it was back in 1981. Once you factor in inflation, you're literally moving backwards. And now throw automation into the mix. Nearly a third of all jobs today could disappear or radically change over the next 10 years. That means fewer stable positions and more competition for the scraps that remain. So while we're told that just work harder, billionaires are replacing jobs with AI and machines. That hustle culture, well, it's starting to look like a trap. And here's what no one is saying out loud. Canadians are leaving. In 2024, over 106,000 people left this country permanently. That's the biggest exodus in 50 years, folks. Families, professionals, even new immigrants are packing up and leaving. They are heading out to Alberta, Atlantic Canada, the US, even Costa Rica, anywhere with a lower cost of living than here and more opportunity. I recently spoke with a family who just sold their house out in Orleans and they moved to Panama. They bought a brand new house, outright cash. Kids are already in school. They're running their small business online, and their words absolutely struck me. We did not leave Canada because we've stopped loving it. We've left because Canada stopped loving us back. Meanwhile, we're welcoming record numbers of newcomers, over 800,000 in the first half of this year alone. But are we ready? Do we even have enough housing, jobs, or even transit? Are we setting them up for success? Or what? Or on to a survival mode. Even immigration advocates are saying we need to slow down. We need to pump the brakes and build smart but not fast. So where do we go from here? This isn't about fear, folks. It's about facts. The cost of living is outpacing the wages, and home ownership is slipping out of reach. And working Canadians, the backbone of this country, are being squeezed harder than ever before. But here's the thing. we still have a choice. We can stay quiet or we can demand better. Now, if you made it this far, thank you. I want to hear from you. Type in enough in the comments if you have felt financially stuck in the last year. Or type in stay and build if you still believe that we can fix this country, but only if you think we can do it together. And if you're thinking of leaving Canada, please drop in left in the comments. I read every single one of them. And if this message hits home for you, please do me a favor. Hit the like and subscribe to Your Ottawa Realtor. And ring in that bell icon so you don't miss what's coming up next. And if you want to chat, no strings attached, about your real estate goals, your future, your financial situation, or even just whether Ottawa is the right move for you, book a quick call with me or my team using the link below. Together, we can help you navigate this mess one honest conversation at a time. Thanks again, and see you on the next one.